Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to WWE SmackDown Watch Along. I'm John. That's my house brother Mike. Take it away.
Hi again, everyone. Michael Paul, good to be back with you. I don't have a lot of news because I'm a little behind on news. Why that is, I have no idea, but I'm about 2 weeks behind on news. What I can tell you is number one, last Friday, a week ago today, Lester Holt did his final broadcast of NBC News. However, he is not retired. He's going to go on to do specials for NBC. So we'll see what kind of specials, I don't know. But we'll find out, I guess, as time goes on. In the meantime, Tom Yamas has taken Lester's place on NBC Nightly News. And forgive me if this is about 2 weeks behind, but part of Cassie Ventura's testimony in P. Diddy's trial has confused me. She said the last assault took place when they went to dinner the night after calling off the relationship. Now, forgive me if I'm a little naive here, but if you've officially ended the relationship, why would you then right away go out to dinner with them? How much sense this makes, I don't know. I'm just as confused as you are. At any rate, that's all I've got for right now, other than to say we are now 30 minutes into Friday Night SmackDown. AEW's Mariah May has quit AEW. Her deal is up, and she's now part of NXT. And of course, tomorrow, let's not forget this, tomorrow night, well, first of all, we should let you know that the NBA Finals are over. However, AEW Collision will still not be seen tomorrow night because of a special showing on TNT of Avengers Endgame. However, we will be with you tomorrow night on Peacock because tomorrow night is Money in the Bank. So that has a 7 p.m. start time, and our buddy Sean will be with us tomorrow night. At any rate, as I said, we are 30 minutes in. Thank you for being with us for SmackDown.
And if those of you who are going to be watching Worlds Collide, we will not be here to watch that. We'll probably catch that Sunday afternoon after we get back home from bowling. Not we, me.
Yeah.
And you forgot to say your good nights.
I'll do that really quickly right now. Okay, to my girls, Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Noah, Caitlin, I love you all. I know a few of you I've not seen for quite a while, but hopefully we will see each other tomorrow. Have a good night, sweet dreams. Thank you for being so wonderful to me for the last, my God, it's 6 years by now. Anyway, for the last 6 years, thank you for being so wonderful to me. I love you all. Mwah. Sweet dreams. Now let's go to SmackDown.
This is the start of what will be an epic WWE weekend. We've arrived in Southern California. That's the spectacular Intuit Dome in Los Angeles. Tomorrow, it will host Money in the Bank, a card filled with all-time legends and rising superstars. As for now,
Happy Friday to you too, Grandma.
North in Bakersfield, where so much is to be determined and revealed here on Friday Night SmackDown. The Dignity Health Arena is packed. With a PLE weekend upon us, there's major overlap from both rosters, and these fans are psyched for it. The American Nightmare is here in Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes,
Yeah, I was wondering. I was gonna say you don't have to do anything special for me. Every once in a while, I can still have sugar, as long as it's mostly sugar-free.
Bobby's always on top. Rhea Ripley is leading the way for an unprecedented
So tonight's mixed six-woman tag team match, we got Naomi be teaming up with Roxanne Perez and Julia, and they will be taking on Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Stephanie Vaquer from Monday Night Raw.
And you're sure that that's the main event?
I don't know yet, but let's find out tonight.
More than likely, because they usually talk about the main event first.
So proceed with caution. Naomi's in town. And she's going to team up with the newest member of the women's locker room. The undeniably talented and dangerous Julia has arrived. And rounding out a six-woman tag team match, the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez. They're all in the ring the night before they battle it out in Los Angeles.
I don't know if it's just the way she's dressed today, because I don't usually notice her that much, but the way she's dressed now, God damn it, I just got a boner. I'm not joking. I seriously just moved up in the world.
You want one?
No, from flat to stiff. Okay. I'm sorry, I know it's a small thing, but this irritates me. Does this group have a name? You know, like EX, NWO, Bloodline?
The Ministry of Darkness.
That Ministry of Darkness, they had like group names.
You got the corporation.
The corporation, right. But you get my point. Does this group have a name for like the collective name for everybody?
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, unless they have some kind of name, it doesn't make sense to do this. And honestly, you know the only reason they're doing this? They're doing this to kill time because Roman's on vacation. The minute Roman shows up, no one's going to give a damn about this. Yeah, I know, you don't like the show, man. No, but I should be.
I was about to say the same thing too.
No, you weren't. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Well, not the show, but I'm talking about like the tag team names. Their tag team faction name is Paul Heyman Guys.
Paul Heyman Guys?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's new, original, and different. Wow. They could be a little more creative than that. Since they own the WCW trademarks and all that, they could call themselves the Dangerous Alliance.
Yeah.
Even though, granted, he's not Paulie Dangerously anymore, but the name would still get over.
I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth
freaking Rollins.
And tomorrow night, I take everything. When I win the Money in the Bank contract, I will have absolute power. I will have total control over this entire industry. I don't think he can hear you. He's off on the island of irrelevancy, where we put him after WrestleMania. Now that absolute power, that total control, that doesn't just extend to Raw, no. That includes SmackDown as well. And so we have come here to deliver a message. Anyone who stands in our way will suffer the same fate as anyone who has already stood in our way. Sami Zayn stood in our way. He's in the dirt. CM Punk stood in our way. Poof, gone. Roman Reigns.
We want Roman.
Stood in our way.
We want Roman.
And
We want Roman.
Missing in action. Roman Reigns is not coming to save you. Roman Reigns doesn't care about you.
Yes, he
Roman
does.
Reigns has never cared about you. But you know who has? You know who has? Seth freaking Rollins.
Watch Roman come in and say,
And I will
"What are
drag
you doing?"
all of
Exactly.
you.
He'll be like, "What are you doing, wise man?"
I know, I was
if I
just
have
thinking
to into the future, because that's what I do. It's what I do. Not just for me, not just for us, for the entire industry.
Is that
And there
Braun
is
Breaker?
nobody,
Yes, sir.
nobody
It is.
who can stop me.
I didn't know. Didn't tell us what the fuck? Oh, god damn it. That's not Roman's music.
But maybe there's somebody willing to try here
God,
on
who
SmackDown.
cares? Again, we want Roman. We want Roman.
Watch him betray him and Jacob and JC Mentora.
And the newest addition to beef up Solo's family interest, the powerhouse JC Mateo.
I assure you, Solo Sikoa has the exact same intentions as Seth freaking Rollins does tomorrow night at Money in the Bank, namely grabbing that briefcase and the contract held therein.
Solo and Seth, less than 24 hours away.
Paul Heyman's looking rather nervous. So much history between Heyman and Solo Sikoa. Very little of it positive.
He's got one foot out the back door.
You said that if anybody gets in your way, that you're gonna lay them out. That's right. And you said that there's nobody here to stop you. That's right. Well, we're standing here right now.
Let's throw down, bitch. Let's throw down, bitch.
Is that so?
Hold on, I gotta take this car real quick. Here, I'm back.
Well, Seth, by the looks of it, looks like you got yourself a little bloodline.
What's up, ladies? Be right back, Michael. We're gonna take this call outside in the back. Just watching wrestling, ladies.
Just started using LinkedIn Premium. Now what? Well, on your premium company page, you noticed around 7.5 times more page engagement and 5 times more page views. Well done. And now, new clients are messaging you. All because you're using LinkedIn Premium, which helps you get the business growth you want. Think big, small business. Think big. Start your free trial at linkedin.com/premium small business. That's linkedin.com/premium small business. Today on the TMZ Podcast.
Welcome to the TMZ Podcast. Derek and Eric here. How you doing? I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well. We're going to start off today with my favorite guy.
I love this.
I got warm feelings.
You are such a hater.
Yeah.
Talk about Pete Davidson, and you're a hater. You're so jealous of him.
But tell me about his new girlfriend and how well his life is going.
His life is so great. So obviously broken up with Kim Kardashian, and we were all like, "Who's he gonna date next?" Because his track record before Kim was Kate Beckinsale, Ariana Grande. He's dated
Cassie David. What
Yeah.
a roster.
Yeah.
What a
So it's
roster.
like, where does he go from Kim Kardashian? He is dating Emily Ratajkowski.
Who was initially burst on the scene in the Blurred Lines video, but
Yeah.
has become like famous in her own right. And then she's now like sort of sustained that level of fame that she got that no other sort of dancer in a music video.
No, because
got.
she's very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
And famously very beautiful. Now she's divorced. She's recently ended a marriage. He is the rebound guy.
It's unbelievable.
He's who you go to when you're coming off of a heartbreak.
He's got a little bit of a mommy fetish going on now. His last time I looked at his roster, and early on it was like all the, Ariana Grande, Cassie David, all these like young starlets. Cassie David was the coolest one in my mind. That's Larry David's daughter. That was the start of the Pete David phenomenon, and now it's just sort of off the rails. But then it's been, Kate Beckinsale, Kim Kardashian, and Emily Ratajkowski. And they're all moms, and that's just part of
It's a pattern at this point. It's like still pretty young,
Yeah.
recently out of a relationship, moms. And he's the guy that makes them feel good about themselves.
The thing that's starting to bother me about him, and I've been bothered for a while.
He's just living his life.
He is just living his life, but it seems like a series of conquests. And I don't know how you get away from feeling that way when you see that he's dated this woman after this woman and charmed them, and all of them in the press say, you know what, it's just his vibe. There's something so cool about Pete. He's a really down-to-earth guy. At some point, you're not down to earth. He's looking for his next target after Kim Kardashian. Stop calling him down to earth.
I mean, yeah, definitely he has a certain kind of woman he dates.
Yes,
But
you
you think it's
attracted
just like,
and famous woman every time.
yeah. But so you think that he's always this like malicious guy swooping in, getting these heartbroken women. It doesn't like he's a relationship guy. When he was with Ariana, they got engaged. He clearly wanted to marry her. That was him. When he was with
That was
Kim,
at least what the press report said.
oh, you are such a hater. And then, when he was with Kim, he got her kids' initials tattooed on his neck. And like he seems like he genuinely falls so in love with his relationship. Like we can all see like this is probably not gonna last forever.
Let me ask you a question. When you now that we have like sort of, let's take the eagle's eye view, like the view of the landscape and everyone he's dated and how they've all ended, don't you smell a whiff of like, this guy's a player? Like that's the whiff I get. Now I'll tell you why he bothers me, because I have to
Because you're a hater.
I am at core contrarian and maybe a little bit of a hater, and there certainly is at some a pilot light of jealousy that is burning in my soul.
You're very
about
jealous of him
it.
for lots of things.
Maybe so. And he doesn't look impressive in any way, sort of cocky and hunched-shouldered, and he's got this BBE, which I don't know, that really strikes me as well. We'll get into that later, or never.
Well, you say you have STD.
Here's what bothers me. You know what he's done? He is the modern sort of Jack Nicholson man about town, but Jack Nicholson never bothered me. I wasn't a hater towards Jack Nicholson because he was like a rakish sort of
the
moron who was out there like sort of like slaying women, and that was who his persona was. That's not this guy's persona. This guy is like luring women into a trap. That's what it feels like to me.
No, the more modern equivalent of Jack Nicholson is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes,
And that's fine because when Leo dates women, it's not going to last a real long time.
Yes,
but he knows that. They know that. It's just fun for a while.
So do you see the difference and why Leo doesn't bother me, even though Leo's very attractive?
Because Leo knows that's what he's going to do.
Yes.
And the women know that's what he's going to do. I think it seems like he genuinely, like, he's just a romantic who falls in love. I don't think Leo falls in love.
I see. He's just wears his heart on his sleeve, falls head over heels, and then
Yeah, if it doesn't last, it doesn't. But he's completely committed when he's in it.
got it.
Leo, you know it's going to be short term.
So you think Leo, everyone's on the same page that it'll be short term.
I think
It's
so.
Heat, everyone's on the same page in the moment of like the love and head over heels, and then when it breaks up, he's left. The field is littered with his past relationships now, and you think they're all. I will say this for Pete Davidson. They all seem to have warm feelings for him.
They are.
With the exception of Ariana Grande. I don't think she has
Oh,
warm
she,
feelings.
she remember what she did Thank You Next. She's like, for Pete, I'm so or not, it was Mac Miller, but she said nice things about Pete in that song.
She did.
She did.
She did. I will say there's a lot of people who seem to come
Yeah,
out
they
and
all
say
seem
like
to
he
like
was
him.
horrific. It does sort of just
I
and move
honestly-
on.
I feel bad for him because I think he does fall in love. He needs his rebounding, and they're like trying.
Going on, huh? Who are you supposed to be? Right hand man Jay Uso? And you? Who are you supposed to be? The honorary you, Sami Zayn? After everything we've been through, we went to war together at War Games. And now you no call, and all of a sudden you show up and team up with this guy? Oh, and you got yourself a wise man. Speaking of wise man, long time no see. Choose your next words very carefully. All right, let's cut to the chase. All I know is tomorrow night, I'm climbing the ladder, I'm grabbing that contract. And all that power and control that you say you talk about, it'll all be mine. Oh, I see. Solo, this is your turf. You feel threatened. You want to come push back. Are you threatened because Braun Breaker is the future of this industry and you're not? Are you threatened because big Bronson Reed could squish you like a bug at the snap of my fingers? Or you should be threatened, man. But what you should really be worried about is the fact that your own family would rather stab you in the back than have your back. What's up, Jacob? You look like you want to say something. Come on, take the mic from Solo. You gonna let Solo talk to you?
Hey, man, shut up, man. All right, I see what you're trying to do.
No.
Shut your mouth, son. It ain't gonna work.
Look, I'm just saying, he's a Samoan werewolf. I was thinking we could come up with a new nickname for him, like maybe Solo's bitch. No. Hey. In all seriousness, Solo, took a lot of courage, a lot of guts for you to walk out of here and talk to me the way you are. I gotta be honest with you. You're threatened by us. I'm threatened just a little bit by one Fatu in this ring, but it ain't you.
They're done with words. Stepping in.
Seth calling him off, but Breaker a little hesitant to break that face off with Fatu.
Braun Breaker lacks the ability to flinch, but perhaps smartly ahead of Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins taking himself and his men out of danger.
Tensions were rising about as high as they could go without coming to blows. The sight of those two together. Oh! Jimmy Uso! He is clearing house!
While waiting for that distraction, Jimmy Uso, who has had major problems with Solo Sikoa's crew of late, striking at exactly the right moment.
Big brother! Jimmy Uso is here! What a way to start the weekend! We got Jimmy Uso against JC Mateo next! Who's next?
Tomorrow.
Well, we know about Worlds Collide.
How we train
I
your
don't care
dragon.
about
When
that.
did you get tickets now?
You ready?
I'm more excited about Money in the Bank.
We are underway here in Bakersfield, a sold-out Dignity Health Arena.
Well, you know what?
With
Say
Jimmy
amen.
Uso facing off with JC Mateo, the former Olympian, the new powerhouse of the SmackDown roster.
Jimmy Uso last week prevented Mateo and crew launching a beatdown after Mateo's victory. It's after many weeks of issues between Jimmy Uso and Solo's crew.
You go back a few weeks ago to the Money in the Bank qualifier when Solo Sikoa was able to get past Jimmy Uso and Ray Phoenix. And Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo made their presence felt ringside during that. And then 2 weeks ago, a tag team that crossbody from up top, from Big Jim into the cover, and a quick kick out by Mateo. But a couple weeks ago, Mateo and Fatu combined for the tag team victory over Uso and Phoenix. And it was Solo Sikoa who played a distracted role ringside then.
Well, talking about Money in the Bank qualifiers, how about Solo and JC inadvertently costing Jacob Fatu a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match last week? Major tensions between that trio, although they appear, for now at least, to have been smoothed over.
And tomorrow is the day, Money in the Bank from the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles. It'll be a 4 o'clock local start here in Southern California, 7 p.m. streaming on Peacock. Earlier in the day on YouTube is the very exciting Worlds Collide from the Kia. And you hear Solo.
You want to get your ass kicked?
Once again, saying he can still come back as Jimmy's been constantly rejecting Wade, the recruitment by his little brother.
Well, I'll tell you right now, inarguably, Jimmy Uso, to me, has been floundering of late. He's been lacking career direction. It may be distasteful to him to relink up with little brother Solo Sikoa. However, it must be attempted often. More opportunities to get back to the very top of the carpet.
They're having jigging
Solo is having olive branch after olive branch, and has
I mean, yeah.
You and
Why
I got to
can't
spend
Jimmy
some time
just,
with
like,
Jimmy earlier today.
enter the Money in
I'm
the
sure
Bank
you feel
like
the way I
he
do
was
that he's not
supposed to
bashful about
on
expressing
the
that and
contract.
understanding the reality
Face
of
either
where
who is the champion at that
That's for
next
this is a guy, Jimmy
pay-per-view.
Uso, who is one half of
But
the greatest
no.
tag team of all time.
His little brother, Solo Sikoa,
Lately, he's been just
how to
grabbing
get this
random
big boy,
opportunities,
and if
tagging
they're
him
not
in
matching
random
him to
whoever it is to try
Jey
and get
Uso,
some traction
LA
in his
Knight,
career, and very little to me has been working at the level most of
Ray
us expect
Phoenix.
from Jimmy Uso.
Right.
Meanwhile, in there against this
forgot all about
powerful,
that.
strong, compact, explosive JC Mateo.
Oh, if you watch Lucha Underground,
It's
you know what
just
his
been too
name
easy
was?
so far for JC
Who?
Mateo, who yes,
JC
is big, strong,
Mateo?
and powerful, but really it's the distractions
His other
on the
name was
outside
Matasa
that have
Cuello.
given JC Mateo
Matasa
repeated
Cuello.
opportunities to dominate this, but of course Jimmy now attempting to turn things around.
Yeah, smart to get out of the way, lands the uppercut, and now he's got him lined up. Big Jim!
Big Jim going for broke. It's highly effective, but you've got to be concerned about the proximity to Fatu. And Solo Sikoa.
Controlling on one side and that dangerous stare of Fatu on the other.
Fatu's just a constant threat. I don't care what Solo Sikoa says. Jacob Fatu is not a controllable human being.
Look at that for a man with the body type and size of Mateo to get up and land that drop kick.
On WhatsApp, your personal messages, they're yours.
Dragon.
First your ride one, though.
Oh, this is amazing!
How to Train Your Dragon, rated PG.
You ready?
In theaters June 13th.
Jimmy Uso looking to rally here against JC Mateo. The night before Money in the Bank. A Money in the Bank competition that Jimmy was hoping to be in, but it was JC Mateo and Jacob Fatu who helped Solo Sikoa earn that spot. The athleticism of JC Mateo for his size, just marveling.
Shows you the power, the explosivity that JC Mateo holds in those boots. A guy this big, a guy this wide, should never be allowed to pull off a move like that. That was Simone Biles-esque. Devastating.
Are you done? JC, kick his ass. He's not done yet.
Time and time again throughout this match, throughout recent weeks, Solo Sikoa has made the offer. Jim, you can come back. Do you want to come back? Do you want to join up? Time and time again, the offer's been rejected, and thus the punishment continues.
This does not appear to be about beating Jimmy Uso tonight. It appears to be about torturing Jimmy Uso to convince him to re-enter Solo's group.
Oh, big Jim, Samoan drop!
There's a lot of power still left inside Big Jim Uso.
Was that enough to create the opening?
Create some distance. That's the
You know,
first part of
Flair.
it. For Big
Yeah.
Jim now tapping into
Says that
his
he has
energy
skin
from this
cancer.
loyal
Holy
band of
shit.
supporters here in Bakersfield, California.
Right uppercut. Trying to come back is Mateo. Uso trying to get him up again for that Samoan drop, but instead gets caught.
Oh, too big is JC Mateo. Still on his feet. That is astounding from the big man.
It is. Just lines as if somebody ringside doesn't get a shot from Uso.
Just absorbing punishment and staying in the fight.
And this time Mateo comes in and eats a big elbow. Jimmy gets the best of it. And the kick out at 2.
Yeah, this deep into a matchup, this beat up, this exhausted, pulling out that Uso in the wind and connecting with JC Mateo just comes to show you cannot write Big Jim Uso.
Great scene here, a sold-out Dignity Health Arena. The start of what should be an epic weekend here in Southern California. Worlds Collide Money in the Bank tomorrow in LA. Mateo just catches him. 9-3. It has been a tough battle for him from the start.
Capable of generating so much talk, so much momentum.
Looking to finish it here. Barely, and I mean barely getting that right shoulder up.
All right. We're okay, you know? We're all right. We're good.
Still playing the diplomat on the outside to Jacob Fatu is Solo Sikoa. Burning a hole right through. I wonder if it's Jimmy Uso or JC Mateo.
Super kick. Right under the chin. And another. The big man's wobbling. Spear. Great opportunity for Big Jim.
He has been
A lot of
broken in
distance
half
it needs to cover though.
while breaking some white cloth.
That's exactly why he's on the apron. And so is Fatu. As he squared up with Jacob.
That was cool. No, seriously, dude, that was cool. Like, he came up on it so fast.
Well, that didn't go as planned.
And so
Between
much got this
JC
look on his
and
face.
Jacob did it.
Well, quick thinking, Jimmy Uso pulls out the rainbow. That collision between Mateo and Jacob. That's a win.
The discord between the two big men.
Once again, Solo Sikoa needs to pull out some major diplomacy before these two explode at each other.
You're the problem. He's the problem. He's the problem, not me. He's the problem.
He's the problem, not me, says JC. They were brawling to the end of SmackDown a week.
The final words tonight between Jay and Cody Rhodes. Jay
Final
Uso and Cody.
for Money in the Bank coming up later tonight.
So their final words tonight, right before we head off the air, will be Cody Rhodes and Jay Uso. We'll be talking to their. Hold on for just a minute.
Very clear last minute. Allow me to make something very clear to you. That I have worked my ass off to get this. And if you want a shot at the Women's United States Championship, you are going to have to pry it from my lifeless body. Because I am not giving this up willingly. Cagate juego. Oh no, I like you. You are confident. Wow.
The U.S. champion. The following contest is a Bakersfield brawl, scheduled for one fall. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. Introducing first, accompanied by Alpha Fire and Chelsea Green, representing the Secret Hermits, Piper Niven! A Bakersfield brawl next. Selena Vega, Piper Niven when we return.
Anyways, the final words for Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso will be taking on their opponents for tomorrow night's tag team match. The so-called YouTuber and the 17-time world champion, John Cena and Logan fucking Paul.
Tonight's fan seat upgrade presented by Twisted Tea, Hard Iced Tea, Deep and Twisted. Please drink responsibly. I mean, they got the great ringside seat plus all the awesome swag here at a sold-out Dignity Health Arena in Bakersfield, California.
Come on, Mike.
It's tough working with family, right? What you going through, I've been there, and I don't envy it. But regardless of your situation, man to man, face to face, I want you to know, at some point, I'm coming for the U.S. Championship.
Okay. We'll line it up all the way then, Wepa. Because if you don't take care of your business when it comes to me, and you back in the line with it, just like the rest of these suckers. Y'all know what I mean?
Why is Shinsuke in the background saying, I'm going to take that in.
I out of you, you out of you.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Piper Niven set for Selena Vega. Friday Night SmackDown is presented by Twisted Tea, Hard Iced Tea, Deep and Twisted. Please drink responsibly. You can feel it in the air here in California. Money in the Bank weekend has arrived. And her opponent from Queens, New York, she is the Women's United States Champion, Selena Vega. She has been that U.S. champ for 42 days, and it has been a great display of gritty performances and constantly countering bigger opponents, surprising rivals, coming up with comeback wins. 42 days with the title, most recently defeating Alba Fire a week ago, retaining against Chelsea. That was when she broke her nose at Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, some great stats for Zelina Vega in recent weeks, but this is a Bakersfield brawl, and the odds massively go in the favour of the powerhouse Piper Niven right now. It all comes crashing down for Zelina Vega
I thought
tonight.
it was going to be long.
Piper knows
Let
Zelina
me check right now.
very well what she's dealing with. She's been on a tear against Chelsea Green and the Secret Group. In fact, she's won 7 of her last 8, 4 of 6 have come against Chelsea Green.
Well, I gotta be honest with you, I saw the entrance of Chelsea Green in the Secret Herbish. You've got the nose mask for Chelsea's broken nose. You had Piper Niven coming out in highly unprofessional sunglasses. And then you've got the tie of Alba Fire, which is incredibly loose. And I've got to tell you, it looks to me like the Secret Herbish are just pushing out at the moment, thanks to the success of Vega.
Oh, the kendo!
This Vega is so slippery, always has a trick up her sleeve, and is week by week humiliating the likes of Piper Niven and the Secret Herbish.
Remember, street fight rules here in a
says it right here.
Bakersfield brawl. No DQs,
30
no
Smackdowns
countouts. We're going
available on
at it here.
Netflix.
Zelina and Piper.
Do whatever you like, it's all perfectly
International
legal.
markets, but not in the
Like I
United
say,
States.
now
Okay,
the
so
tables have
here's
turned.
basically what that
Things are
means.
heavily in the favour of
Outside of
Piper
the
Niven,
United States,
who
it's on
should
Netflix.
be
But
teaching
in America, it's
lesson
still
in
on
it once
USA.
again.
Yes.
Back to the kendo. Then she
Japan,
dismisses it.
Europe,
Just gets the
France,
business against Piper.
Africa, Russia,
Piper.
Hawaii. Wait, Hawaii is is part of the United States.
Secret Herbish, it was rude
Australia,
they ever decided
India,
to tussle with Zelina Vega, who
Italy,
realised
you name it.
busy.
Vega. Through the kick between the ropes.
I wish I had another one of these, Michael, so I'll let you have some. I only brought one.
It's been the story of the last 6 or 7 weeks here on SmackDown and on PLEs. Zelina Vega is just one
You gave me
step
my mouth to
ahead
do, so I'm
of Chelsea
happy.
Green's
Okay.
crew. Week after week after week.
Just looking for the Hurricane Rana, but instead, Piper able to get the best of her. Up on her shoulders and then slams her head down on the hard edge of the apron.
Well, that could break a jaw, that could scramble the brains, and it can
But here's
certainly
another
break
question
a
I don't
nose.
understand.
And
Like,
it's all
most
fair
people
game.
think
Oh,
that
boy.
that
Basement cross body,
damn.
completely
That was her
shaking
right
the
there.
ring. It's dominance here for the Secret Herbish.
Seriously, you're not alien
It's
anymore?
crazy that most people think that they have a, like, Paul Heyman guys like have a stable name. Like,
Okay, now forgive me, but I'm confused. Is this the first or second match?
it's
now?
the second match.
Second. Oh, that's right, because Jeff Cobb and
CJ Mateo and Jey Uso. I mean, Jimmy
Jimmy
Uso.
Uso.
Yeah.
You're right. This is the second match.
Great familiarity between these rivals, Zelina Vega and Piper Niven, but different circumstances with the match style. This is a Bakersfield brawl. This is street fight rules, and Piper Niven has the chain wrapped around her right fist, and she's looking to choke Zelina Vega with it, who's trying to hold on, Wade.
And this is my favorite moment. You got a referee in there who wants to jump in, but there's nothing he can do. It's all legal. And Zelina Vega is going to have a scar for a smile after this. Well, like the Joker from The Dark Knight.
With the pressure that's being applied by Piper Niven.
And look at the pain in the eyes of Zelina Vega.
Oh, and then knees her right in the back and smashes her head on that turnbuckle.
And lost a couple of teeth in the process there. Take another look at this. Face first, avec the chain into that turnbuckle, and Zelina Vega incredibly concerned about her dental work right now. Well, there's no respite, Zelina. You earned this.
Piper has set up that steel chair a few times. Once between the turnbuckles, another in the corner.
There's been several collisions from Vega, and this one might be the best of the bunch.
Oh, the counter!
Oh,
She's able to
damn,
counter with
that was
DDT.
That's using your head.
Scrappy
Yeah,
Zelina
okay.
Vega, but Piper Niven rolls out.
Well, Piper Niven has no clue where she's at, but somehow instinct kicked in, and she got out of trouble for now. Take another look at this. The
Bam,
salute.
choke you out there.
Gave that slight beat of an opportunity for Zelina Vega to turn it into a
Remember that
DDT.
Selena Vega just like
And
knocked
seize the
like broke her
momentum once
nose that one night?
Oh, yeah.
Top the moonsault, takes them all out.
True.
Chelsea and the Secret
forgot
Purpose,
about that.
and she gives a big right hand to Alba Fire. Alba Fire, who she recently defeated.
I felt that was a little unnecessary. A cheap shot at Alba Fire, but right now
Saturday
it's all
night's
about
main
Zelina
event
Vega.
comes back on the 12th,
Nice and simple.
along with
A bad pull
WWE's
to the
Women's
jaw of
Evolution
Vega. A giant slap. There's nothing
on the
pretty,
13th.
but it is
No.
highly effective.
But
And talk about highly
is that
effective. Where the hell are we
the
going
last
here?
SmackDown or
I was
NXT?
flying right up there
Or
with
three?
Vega.
All three.
Hyper Niven looking for the super
And I think
Plex.
that probably is some of the
Fighting back with body shot after body shot, and then the headbutt is a diminutive Zelina
like,
Vega.
you know how Michelle McCool, Tori Wilson, and Trish Stratus were on Women's
Super
Evolution?
Cobra, could it be?
Yeah, I remember
The
that.
second rope.
Are you kidding me?
They could come back and compete in
Into
the
the cover
Women's Battle Royal.
Oh, now the fire comes into the ring, and now
You know what?
Chelsea
No, you know
Green
what I
gets involved
remember?
and is beating down her
Because
chief rival.
It was before they were on peak. WWE Network was its own thing,
It's a big
and I couldn't watch it because there was constant buffering to the point that I just got very
Chelsea
irritated
Green and her
and said,
secret
"No,
home
I
is
don't want to watch
over-deliver
this."
every time they're on TV, Joe Test.
You say.
It crossed my mind, yeah.
Oh, we're
He was
seeing
like, but what really pissed me
into the
off
ring
was I had a
slam
friend over for that show,
onto the floor.
and I
I mean,
wasn't
you
so
can throw
embarrassed as
Vega
much
into
as
the ring now.
I felt
Get an
bad
easy pin, but it's not
that he
just
had
about the win tonight. It's about making a statement. It's about
and basically
making
got
an
nothing for it.
example of someone who has
He was like,
humiliated
fuck.
Chelsea
He was
Green's
like,
secret
fuck
home.
this.
I apologize to the guy like 20 times. I felt so bad.
What did that guy say to you?
He kept saying, "Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's not your fault."
Now she is going to
Which I
It's
realized.
always been an atmosphere problem. Like, we don't know what's up in the outer space.
42 days with that title.
We're about
The
to
atmosphere can be a little strange out in space.
Oh no.
from the mean, the moody, the magnificent Piper Niven.
Yes.
Piper's looking to come
Who the
Julia
hell?
is here.
Well, no, but
Julia evens things up. How's Julia doing?
I felt like I was wasting the guy's time.
back on her feet, and Julia's got a kendo stick in hand. Oh, wow! Stop it! Just in time! My, oh, my!
Oh no, that wasn't belief choreographed.
Here is your winner, Zelina Vega!
Well, Julia, who's made it
So
quite clear,
small and nails.
of Zelina Vega,
That
the
Joseph
United
guy?
States title, giving
Yeah.
a massive assist to the United States champion, who once again has humiliated the secret hermits for what, 8 weeks in a row.
Well, thank goodness for Julia to come in when the numbers game was going so south against Zelina Vega. She raises her hand in appreciation.
She's got to punch her
Oh,
out.
you'll see her winning. Whoa! What is she doing? What was that all about?
Julia highly protective over who gets to beat up Zelina Vega, it would seem. That US title is mine.
Title in hand and stepping right in. The former NXT champion. The night before she makes her PLE debut, letting it be known what she is targeting.
Julia, of course, will be in 6-woman tag here on SmackDown later on this evening. Perhaps that was a little warm-up for her.
What a scene here at Bakersfield.
You use the bathroom in your room.
Good, man. Go banged up from Monday, but ain't nothing I can handle. You good? I'm good. Good, man. You look good. Who's so with it? You straight?
Why do you keep the air freshener in your bathroom for?
I don't know. Oh, I thought you were going in your bathroom.
Oh, I'm right here.
That's why I stopped it.
I think that probably Jacob Fatu might
Yeah, good. Why
tell
do I keep
Jay or
asking me
Jimmy
that?
Uso
Oh,
to be
chill, man. You
careful.
got a match tomorrow? Big title match on
I
Monday?
think that Jacob's probably going to say, Jay, you better be careful. John Cena might say something about our family or something like that.
Yeah, I think, yeah, sure.
We just want to make sure the Heat man ready to eat when it's time to eat. Good, Oos. I'm a champion now. That's what champs do, Oos. Answer the favor on the call. But look, though, only thing we got to worry about is what John Cena and Logan Paul have to say tonight. Really. Other than that, worry about tomorrow. Yeah. No.
What the?
I can't let it go. Initially, I had convinced myself.
Blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up.
You don't like Aleister Black like that?
No, I hate when they do these like background things and interviews and shit and waste time.
Countdown show for Money in the Bank. Wait, you're going to be on that as well as on the call ringside for Money in the Bank, streaming on Peacock at 7 p.m. Eastern, right into the post show.
Oh, I see what I'm saying now. The pre-show is going to be an hour and a half because it starts at 5:30. I could never understand what he was talking about, but now I get it. Yeah. True.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
I mean, Bakersfield is loving this. I can't even imagine tomorrow when L.A. Knight is actually in L.A. what the reception's going to be like.
Well, I think I've already sweat out half of my body weight here in Bakersfield. It's so hot. And LA Knight has just sent this place into meltdown.
You know that LA Knight was this close going in the Money in the Bank ladder match last year?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think I
Vegas got
remember
a
that.
massive 24 hours ahead of him, as have many other superstars ready to take his career to a very top level. Let me talk to you. It's that time of the year again. Yeah.
It's Money in the Bank season. Now think about it, and you do a little bit of math here. Yeah? This is my third year in a row being in Money in the Bank. What's that, sir? You said third time's a charm? What you think? Third time's a charm? Yeah. But I'm not satisfied with that. I'm not happy with that because I look at 5 guys running out here. You got Penta. All right, we like him a little bit. We know he's going to do everything under the sun to try and reach up and grab that case. We got Andrade. Okay, we like him a little bit too. Another guy who's going to do every possible thing that he can to get up there, because of course, he's in Money in the Bank. Everybody in Money in the Bank is going to do every single thing they can do, but these guys are going to take it to another level. But after I get to those two guys that maybe we can respect a little bit, then we get to the goon side of things. Then we get to El Grande Americano Gable. Well, that was a mixed reaction. We like him or we don't. Dummy number 2, Solo. I had a feeling that'd be about it. I feel the same way, if I'm honest. And look, Solo, we've done this a million times. I can drop you on your head one more time, climb the ladder, and take that case, no problem. But then I think about dummy number 3. I think about a man that I haven't had a whole lot of interaction with. I think about a guy who's recently got himself a little bit crewed up. He's got a couple guys running around with him, and I'm talking about Seth Rollins. Seth's been here. He's done that. He's had that case. He's been the champion. As a matter of fact, he's going to want to come in tomorrow, and he's going to want to burn it down. But Seth, what you got to understand is there's nothing hotter than an LA night with LA Knight in LA tomorrow night. Yeah. And what that means is you're going to be burning down.
King of the Hill. Remember that you used to watch when I was
King of the Hill?
Yes, sir.
On Hulu.
Yes, sir.
Motherfucker. Why does it have to be Hulu? Tyler could watch it, but I can't.
I can watch it too.
How?
Living room.
Okay, well, Hulu doesn't work on my TV. Well, maybe it does. I'll check it later.
Okay.
Because you're going to get burned by this man. Yeah. But before we get there, I got to think about tonight. And tonight, well, Aleister Black, he had a shot. And I understand. Look, this is a big deal here. Money in the Bank's a big deal. Money in the Bank can make careers, it can break careers. So I understand why your feelings got hurt at the fact that I went ahead and stole the pin from you. My man, it's a 3-way match. I did what I had to do, and I got the job done. If you got a problem with that, if that hurt your feelings, I'm sorry for you. But now what you did is you set yourself up to get your feelings hurt one more time. Yeah. And you will know coming into LA, coming into California. Well, we're in Bakersfield today. He ain't going to be in LA. He's going to be sitting on the couch. He's going to be sitting on the couch watching this man showing everybody whose game this is with everybody saying, yeah.
fascinating return to WWE for Aleister Black. This will be his 5th match since coming back over a month ago. Coming off a lone loss on SmackDown in his entire career, and now he faces the man who took that triple threat win from him. Or as Knight just said moments ago, I did what I have to do.
Mr. Black feels like that victory and qualification for Money in the Bank was stolen from him.
It's Black against L.A. Knight.
Yeah!
Evolution, Sunday, July 13th. Okay, well.
Black Panther tomorrow.
Joe Wade with you here from the sold-out Dignity Health Arena. LA Knight and Aleister Black see each other again after a few weeks ago when they were in the Money in the Bank triple threat qualifier that Aleister Black put himself in great position to win with his offensive assault against Shinsuke Nakamura. Then LA Knight, just when Aleister Black thought he could put her away, LA Knight came in the ring, tossed Black, made the cover, got the win, earned his way to what would be the men's Money in the Bank ladder match tomorrow, just down the road in LA. Back and forth they go.
Yeah, for me, I completely disagree with the perspective of Aleister Black. I get the frustration and went for that black mask there, but LA Knight simply too wise for it. And that implication that somehow Knight stole the victory and qualification for the Money in the Bank ladder match has not sat well at all with the megastar, who tonight is looking to extinguish all doubt by putting Black down.
He said, hey, listen, it's a triple threat. I was doing what I had to do.
Just the nature of it. You don't have a divine right to a victory or a pin just because you hit the move that kept an opponent down.
He brought up the fact, though, the concern of taking on a match like this matchup of skills round and round. They go the night before you compete in Money in the Bank. But that's who LA Knight is. His 24th match now of this calendar year. That's the most in WWE this year, Wade.
Yeah, out of cumulative minutes of in-ring competition in 2025, I'm willing to bet that LA Knight is at the front of the pack, and it's admirable, yes, but it has consequences. And I'll tell you right now, Joe Tess, burning the candle at both ends is not a good long-term strategy for anybody. There is a price to pay in the form of fatigue.
By the way, you say the 24 matches. He has 13 wins this calendar year. That's the second most total wins in WWE. Stephanie Vaquer has 14. Stephanie Vaquer, we'll see later tonight. We'll see tomorrow. Streaming on Peacock, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. It's a fascinating group that's put together. Those 6 women going for the briefcase.
All those victories you just mentioned about LA Knight will pale in comparison to the one he can pull off tomorrow night in Los Angeles if he grabs the briefcase. And the contract therein, an almost surefire guarantee that in the not too distant future you will be acquiring gold the easy way. I'll tell you right now, this really has been a back and forth affair. We know the mind games, the psychology of Aleister Black often unravels opponents. I'll say the megastar ego of LA Knight is perhaps impenetrable.
They get over these very stormy relationships because they're all it's not just like relationships ended a lot of the time. It's something dramatic has happened with their exes, his girlfriend. And so he's the guy that makes them feel better about themselves. And like, he's he's that puppy that's there to love you, and then he gets his heart broken, and then you gotta feel bad.
Wow. So you think, looking at the landscape, that he's the one who we should be extending sympathy towards, rather than they
He's
run
just
his
looking for
course.
love.
He got tired of Kim Kardashian. How dare you? How dare you get tired of Kim Kardashian? When I see someone break up with Kim Kardashian, where it's not her dumping him, and maybe
We don't know
it
if
seemed to be like that she might have ended things with him because they were all over the map. Oh man, there's something about him. He's still only 29 years old, so I just see this now for the next at least 5, 6, 7 years until his mid-30s, just running the town like this. And it bothers me.
No, I think he's just looking for love, and I hope he finds it.
The kid is that island. Well, we'll have to see. All right, let's go to something quite serious. This is Blueface. Blueface is a rapper of some renown.
He did this song Tatiana, it was a big hit. Yes, down Tatiana was a huge hit.
But he's also a character who is on TMZ a lot for outbursts with his girlfriend Krishan. They have a very volatile relationship. I think even they would acknowledge and have acknowledged a lot, lots of sort of violence back and forth, although they stay together, sort of a modern day Bonnie and Clyde in a way.
It's very weird.
Very strange.
They beat each other in the street one time.
Yeah, videos of them just going off on each other. Remarkable and strange. But this is a very serious thing. He got arrested in an undercover operation. There's video of him just sort of sitting out with Krishan on a not a park bench, but a bench outside of the strip mall, it looks like, looking through his phone, and then a bunch of plainclothes police officers descend upon him, throw him on the ground. He's under arrest. We looked into it. There was a warrant for his arrest for attempted murder, a very serious charge, and discharging a firearm into a dwelling or a vehicle. So that's what we knew at that time. Then there's now a video. The incident apparently happened on October 8th, and it was in Las Vegas. There was some sort of altercation at a club, I believe.
Yeah, they were here in Vegas, and it was his crew, and I think he was not present for this.
Not directly
A
involved.
guy came in, and the crew was allegedly very intoxicated and kind of rowdy, and got into a fight and beat this guy.
Yes.
And then
Rather than ending there, the man went to his truck. These are what we've learned from sources. Got into his truck and sort of came back for more. Maybe saying there's a report that he said
who shot me? Who hit me?
Who hit me? Sorry,
No, he wasn't shot at. He was beat.
correct. Sorry, who hit me in the club? Meaning that he wants to come back
Told you I'll be back.
clarify who did it and maybe get some retribution. There in a video, you see what looks like Blueface with a gun pointed at the truck and apparently fired a shot into the truck.
You can see there is surveillance video. It's kind of that grainy black and white swag video, but we see Blueface close to the camera, walks out across the street. You do see a little light.
Okay, is it charging now? Okay. Yeah, we hear you, Kristen. We don't. Things that make you go, Exactly.
Those mind games of Alistair Black, at least they have locked that thus far.
He went for the DDT, but instead gets put down, and then the kick to the face from LA.
Yeah, well, if the mind games aren't working, the physical one certainly.
Oh, man.
God.
No backing down by LA.
Sounds like somebody's putting a stun in
Able
there.
to kick out his Alistair Black.
Love the offense of Alistair Black. It's so quick, amazing
Kept your eye.
reflexes, and then, of course, those Muay Thai strikes that practically nobody in the locker room has any form of defense for. It's not our game here in a wrestling ring, and that's what makes Alistair Black so dangerous.
Oh, the jawbreaker from Black. Knight put to counter, went for that elbow. That was parried.
Back on those strikes again is Alistair Black. Oh!
Back in control is Black. Looks like looking for the win here.
And it's like boxing, Joe. You're the expert at that, but every time LA Knight throws a block, it's opened up a different part of the body, and instinctively, Alistair Black knows how to strike. You know what? Block your kidney, I'll hit you in the jaw with a knee.
Yep, he has that kickboxing Muay Thai pedigree, the striking ability, powerful, accurate, but he knows where to find those spots.
And there's no professional wrestling school on planet Earth that is teaching that. You have to go to these world-class kickboxing gyms that Alistair Black prowls.
Lateral press.
Training with world champions, and simply nobody has found an answer to it yet here on SmackDown.
That's exactly what you're talking about right there. As Black with a leg sweep, and then the sliding knee comes in.
this point, if you're LA Knight, you're begging somebody to grab.
Oh!
Look out!
He was going for that springboard moonsault, and instead, they're both out on the floor after the clothesline.
Just a few reactions, so it just.
Can taste. Tomorrow afternoon in LA, as you see, Black rolling through his LA Knight. LA Knight's going to be in Money in the Bank, but he is taking a lot here. The moonsault comes through this time for Aleister Black, and LA Knight kicks out. Tomorrow he's going to be in Money in the Bank. Tonight he's dealing with the skill of Aleister Black.
Well, the skill and the otherworldly athleticism of Aleister Black. So much is made of the mystique and the mind games, but far more terrifying for me is this level of physicality that keeps opponents guessing.
He's wearing a black mask. LA ducks it. Goes for BFT. Able to grit free his Black. Back and forth they go. And finally the jumping net breaker. LA Knight with momentum now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, whose game is it?
Yeah.
Leaping elbow, no! Able to see that boom coming, though, just in time.
This time it's LA Knight with those incredible reflexes, turning the tables on Aleister Black.
Or the camera was denied as he landed on his feet. The roll up! And the kick out, that too.
These guys really neutralizing one another, going move for move, hold for hold, counter, full counter.
It's been fascinating to see this matchup. Two wildly skilled, going for that moonsault again, but instead, Knight meets him right away. And there's a burning hammer as Knight, and rolling free and out of harm's way was Aleister Black.
Aleister Black looking all glassy eyed on the outside. And wait a second,
What in the world is Seth Rollins doing?
Again, yeah, it's wild. First on Raw, now this. Like, usually there's some sort of reasoning behind it, but they set up why there would be a reason. They're not explaining here. Oh wait, yes they did. Yes they did. Because hang on, so going for a spear? I think so. Because remember LA Knight during his promo, he was talking shit about Seth Rollins. That's why. And he was saying, Seth, I've got no problem with you. You just missed the spear. Nobody just missed it. I'm sitting here, dude.
Oh, and a senton by Big Bronson Reed. Tomorrow, LA Knight has to deal with. Oh, spear!
Yep.
The Money in the Bank ladder match. That's what this is all about. Someone up. One of the biggest.
Now watch him do the same thing again and see him comes out.
In the Money in the Bank ladder match.
What was a brilliant match. Interrupted by Seth Rollins. Everybody here at SmackDown should have taken notice right from the start. Those are the participants tomorrow in the men's ladder match. Seth Rollins and this alliance with Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Well, it's altogether devastating. We've seen how dominant that Power Trio can be. Now they pull their efforts apparently for one night only here to SmackDown and then the Money in the Bank.
A fireball's a drink.
Like an energy thing?
Alcohol.
Fuck.
First Money in the Bank tomorrow, 7 p.m. streaming on Peacock. But as for other massive...
I can't see. You have to... Oh. So it's not like Red Bull or Monster or anything like that.
No, it's whiskey.
God damn it.
Plans being put forth. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce, our SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. Here they are.
At WWE, things tend to move pretty fast. This week, we're climbing the ladder at Money in the Bank, and next week, well, we're kicking off the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments.
Why?
And this year is
Not
bigger
again.
than ever. The tournaments begin with 4 fatal four-way matches in the men's and women's division, and the winners advance. From there, it becomes a co-branded singles competition with semifinals and the finals. And those finals, they take place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and Night of Champions. But the stakes could not be higher, because the King and Queen of the Ring get a title match against the top champion of their respective brands at the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam.
Okay,
So good luck, everybody.
So, okay,
Oh,
there is a purpose behind it. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, what's the big deal?
What a headline-grabbing announcement by Nick Aldis and Adam
We already
Pearce
had a
for
King
the
and Queen
return
already.
of the
but-
King and Queen of the Ring tournaments to WWE. Well, my next guest has a vested interest in one of those tournaments. She is Jade Cargill.
What is up?
What's going on, Jade? Listen, I know tomorrow night you would have loved to have been part of the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, but how good does it feel knowing that now you get to compete in the Queen of the Ring tournament?
I mean, it feels great. Now,
Why
I
does it
understand
keep
I
going?
won't have the opportunity of climbing that ladder and grabbing that briefcase, but I'm going to keep climbing regardless. I am the Storm, and I can't wait to tear through this Queen of the Ring tournament. And when the dust settles, I will be your next Queen of the Ring. And at SummerSlam, I'm not asking for gold. I'm taking it.
On a slightly different note, also last week, we saw Bianca Belair refuse to forgive Naomi for what she did to you, but everybody wants to know, where do things stand between you and Bianca?
Jade, listen, just a friendly reminder, salt and sugar look the same. So either choose your friends wisely or don't have any at all. And if you think you're winning Queen of the Ring, you're gonna need a prayer. There's only one queen in the WWE.
Good luck with that, ladies.
Now look who is set to join us. No matter what time zone you're in, it's always tippy time.
What's up, WWE Universe? Guess what? SummerSlam.
She's wearing an old school Eddie Guerrero t-shirt.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Hold up. Wait a minute.
TN Peacock.
Hey, some news concerning a WWE Hall of Famer, the baddest man, the making of Mike Tyson. The best-selling author Mark Regal is his brand new biography on the larger-than-life heavyweight boxing champion. It's available now, published by Penguin Press. Baddest Man by Mark Regal is available right now. I read the first 4 chapters of it. I'm telling you, this is a sensational
I thought it was a
origin
movie,
story
like a
of
biopic.
WWE Hall of Famer Iron Mike Tyson.
I've already ordered it. Cannot wait to get eyes on this one.
Muy bien, Santos. ¿Por qué no sé?
Blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up.
Alongside Brutus and Julius Creed, I'd like to welcome my guest, Chad Gable. Chad, big day for you tomorrow at Worlds Collide. You challenge El Hingo del Vikingo for the AAA Mega Championship. How confident are you about this match?
Confidence is high, I must admit. I'm a little disappointed I didn't qualify for the Money in the Bank, but they found a suitable replacement. The greatest luchador of all time, El Grande Americano, is going to climb the ladder and take the briefcase home.
It's
And as
you,
for me,
you idiot.
I'll find my own way into the history books tomorrow when I defeat Vikingo at Worlds
You
Collide
are
and
El
win the most
Grande
prestigious
Americano.
title in all of Lucha Libre, the AAA Mega Championship. Coming on with me.
Who the fuck is that? Andrade.
¿Crees que le vas a ganar? Sí. ¿Al vikingo? Tú no tienes idea. Sí. ¿Quién es el vikingo? Mira, sí. Sí, ¿qué? ¿Sí qué?
Hey, Andrade. No tiene idea de lo que dice. Tienes que arreglarle la cabeza, ¿ya? Sí, tienes que arreglarle.
Hey! No. What? That's funny? Yeah, what? It's funny when O'Grande puts you both through a ladder tomorrow night.
Hey, you what?
Hey, Max.
Hey, you what? I got enough going on tonight without you coming to blows back here. So guess what? You can settle this in the ring tonight.
It's tippy time.
E23 from a combination of jokes and steroids.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton! And 3 weeks ago, Tiffany time with that instant classic of a title defense against Nia Jax. Rock hit two strokes here for the prettiest insult ever. And now she comes here knowing she will soon be somebody's target. Money in the Bank tomorrow. That briefcase, of course, and bring one woman a massive opportunity. Money in the Bank is presented by Cash App, your financial tag team partner. Cash App is always in your corner.
Let's call it for what it is, shall we? Last year, I didn't just become the youngest Miss Money in the Bank. I became the it girl of WWE, which is why I can see it now. Every single lady in that match is going to try and pull a Tiffy and pull someone off a ladder and then reach for the stars. I mean, we can all agree that every single lady in that match is championship material, right? But it doesn't matter because whoever wins Money in the Bank, their world will be revolving around me. So, ladies, you can win the match, you can trend for one night, but I fear no one can outdo the doer. Because Bakersfield, what time is it?
50 times. No, it's not.
A sold-out Dignity Health Arena just jumped to their feet. The two-time Women's World Champ, Rhea Ripley, is here. Two and a half weeks ago, Wade earning her way to Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and there's a lot of star power in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match tomorrow, but for me, and probably the majority of our fans, this woman, Rhea Bloody Ripley, has to be the odds-on favourite to scale that ladder, grab the contract, and perhaps one day cash in and end Tiffy time.
The star power in Bakersfield tonight is something special. Money in the Bank just 2 hours down the road tomorrow, and with that, everybody is come to Friday Night SmackDown.
Oh, I have something else I forgot too, but I'll let something else. Okay, something I don't quite understand, but
You know, Tiffy, I've never actually been a part of the Money in the Bank match before because the fact is, I never had to. So I don't know what it feels like to win that contract like you do, but I do know what it feels like to be a champion. And I miss that feeling.
I don't get it. Stephanie back there. Oh. Yeah, but when I see a logo like that, I almost expect Randy Orton or The Rock. No, because with The Rock, you would hear it gets
It's cooking.
no. Actually, you hear you smell what The Rock is cooking. Then he would say,
It's a 6-woman tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from San Fernando, Chile.
why does she look like Snow White's evil twin? What's up with the
Speaking of
fucking
somebody
dog
who knows what it feels like to be a champion, this is Raw's big recent signing. The first woman in NXT history to hold both NXT singles titles at the same time.
What an ovation for the dog! Oh my God!
It just gets better and better, Wade.
So are they coming out here to cut promos, or
It's a tag team match.
oh, this is an actual match? Oh, she still has the
Lily?
but why did she still have the dog? Not do it again.
Columbus, Ohio, Alexa
Lily needs
Another
Denver.
woman heading to Money in the Bank, a five-time
She looks
world
like a fucking
champion, the
Denver
mysterious and perplexing Alexa Bliss.
And this match on Friday SmackDown, presented by Twisted Tea, Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Please drink
You know,
responsibly.
in the whole, like, almost 2 hours we've been doing this, there's only one
On
person
July
watching.
12th, a classic returns. Louder, tougher, and hitting harder than ever.
Oh, here we go.
Let's get this thing fired up. The Great American Bash. Tickets on sale next Friday with resale Wednesday.
It's NXT, goddammit.
Damn, did you lose your alien?
You were saying about someone was talking on my YouTube stream?
I said, why is it that we're 2 hours in and no one's been it seems like only one person's watching?
If you know who was watching the video earlier, my mom.
Yeah.
She said happy Friday to you too, Michael.
And collectors.
But why is she the only one? That's what I'm saying.
Because every time when I send her the videos, she doesn't want me to keep you waiting. She knows you, Michael.
You're missing the point.
No.
Why is no one else watching? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Because they don't want to spoil the show. They're trying to be like Morello.
Who?
Josh Morello.
Oh, that stupid fucker. Okay. What was I? God damn it. Give me a minute. There was something I wanted to tell you. Another announcement I wanted to make. And Jesus Christ. Something else I saw in the news, and God damn it. God damn, Oh, fuck it. I can't remember. Well, if I think of it, I'll talk about it later.
Largest gathering of Hall of Fame athletes.
Right now,
You got
I'm
WWE superstars, all the collectibles, all the sports.
Yes, I do. I don't know if you heard John earlier, but we talked earlier about, we talked a few weeks ago about good old JR Jim Ross being diagnosed with prostate cancer. And now, if you missed what John said a little while ago, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, two-time WWE Hall of Famer, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, has been diagnosed with skin cancer. What has caused it, I don't think is known right now. But as I always say, when we get more details, we will come to you with that right away. In the meantime, let's get back to SmackDown.
Experiences Undertaker, Charlotte Flair, Rey Mysterio, Bianca Belair. Tickets are on sale now at fanaticsfest.com. That is a can't miss event.
And their opponents, introducing first from Orlando, Florida, Naomi!
Enter 2025's most volatile and unpredictable woman. Yes, proceed with caution. Naomi has grand designs tomorrow night on grabbing that briefcase, scaling to the top of the ladder and taking her career back to the very top.
And Wayne, I think she survived in advance, arguably the most heated of the triple threat qualifiers with Jade and Nia.
Yeah, that was the match of death. Three absolute monsters competing, and it was Naomi who was victorious.
And her tag team partner from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez!
Two superstars that have made more of an instant impact in 2025 than the Prodigy. Perez, the record setter, the Iron Woman from the Royal Rumble, ingratiating herself with Judgment Day and ready for another major step in what has been a sensationally emerging career.
Ingratiating herself for the Judgment Day, much to the annoyance of Liv Morgan, it would seem.
Oh, Liv was once in that position, wasn't she? Friday Night SmackDown is presented by Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted, please drink responsibly.
And their tag team partner from Tokyo, Japan, Julia!
Now, with all Julia earlier getting involved with the Zelina Vega Piper Niven Bakersfield Brawl.
It made it quite clear earlier tonight she has designs on the Women's United States Championship held by Zelina Vega. Of course, should Julia grab the briefcase tomorrow, could potentially cash in on Zelina Vega. All championships on all brands up for grabs. Julia looking to go places in a hurry, dominated in a short time on NXT, and looking to continue that trend here on the Blue brand.
I mean, what website? Google.
Participants
Really?
in tomorrow's Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
But rivalries aside for one night at least, enemies tomorrow, but tonight, at least two of tomorrow's opponents have to be your friend.
And this match, the six-woman tag team match, presented by Twisted Tea, Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted. Please drink responsibly. Julia and Stephanie Vicaire to get us started.
Two of the big new signings on the WWE umbrella, both did major things on NXT, becoming the NXT Women's Champion. Of course, Vicaire actually dethroned Julia. It's a major beef between these two.
And then Vicaire was dethroned herself. What was a shocking upset on NXT, the NXT Women's title now against JC Jane. And you can watch that broadcast. Those kind of guys, you could hear the voice.
Oh my God, that was funny. The referee is going to be one, and they just like that was fucking hilarious.
Yep.
Very well. Needing skill and athleticism right in the center of the ring to get this tag team match.
Oh, here we go!
And somewhere you can almost hear Booker T getting excited.
Well, he got denied.
As it is countered by Julia.
They're apparently going for that devil's kiss, that hypnotic
Wait a
move.
minute. I don't get
Julia knows it too well on wanting no part of it.
What?
Steph McMahon's What's Your Story special guest Chris Angel this week. That is available wherever.
Money in the Bank is
fascinating
tomorrow.
conversation.
Why are they saying tickets still on sale?
Oh, cutthroat is
How would you get tickets
ever
this way?
since throwing Jake Cargill for a car windshield
Don't you
several
think it would be
months
sold
ago.
out by now?
So resourceful. Wait a second, Joe Jackson.
Could it be?
Nope. Denied again.
Everybody enters the ring as Devil's Kiss was lined up.
It ain't over yet, Joe Jackson.
Vicaire puts her in position and delivers way.
You know what? Not that I'm not excited for Money in the Bank, but I don't care about that as much as SummerSlam with Cardi B and Tyrese Halliburton. That's going to be cool.
Move that has taken the world by storm. Stephanie
You know what pisses me off though?
showing out this evening in the early
Carlito got
goals.
released. What the fuck?
Chase down Naomi.
That's not cool. No, but look at it this way.
It is for her.
That means guess who is the newest site to AEW or TNA.
She's competing at Worlds Collide.
People are still pissed off about Archer being released in WWE.
Yeah, but see, what that means is they're both free agents. So one could go to TNA, one could go to AEW, or they could work in either company together.
Or New Japan.
Or New Japan, too, that's right.
Her feet and her boot right in there. That Worlds Collide gets underway at 3 p.m. Eastern.
I remember
Pacific.
JR
That's already
used to
live
do
on
commentary
YouTube. Vicaire
for
New
New
Japan.
Japan.
Dallas. Hooks the leg. Vicaire wait to kick out.
How about Roxanne Perez tagging up with Julia tonight? It was Julia who dethroned Roxanne Perez in NXT. Not only that, they had an incredibly short-lived tag run together on Raw. Lasted about 3 weeks, and then Julia was apparently sick to death of Roxanne Perez and wanted no more to do with it until right now.
All the unique complexities when you get these six together. Tomorrow they'll be trying to reach for the heavens and get that Money in the Bank contract in the briefcase.
6 massively different personalities, all with 2 things in common. A, they are all world class. And B, they all have massive, massive goals, which includes winning the Money in the Bank ladder match.
You mentioned the different personalities, but I don't know that there's any like what we've seen out Naomi lately. And here comes Alexa Bliss.
Naomi is completely demented at the moment, but has proved highly dangerous. But neutralizing that danger immediately is the astoundingly good Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss, the past Money in the Bank winner. She's looking to reclaim that past glory. An outstanding return to action for Bliss.
A couple of surprise returns already this year for Alexa Bliss. Hasn't spoken too loudly about goals, but clearly getting back.
Oh!
Championship picture is part of it for this Bliss.
Off the apron, and then Perez turns her right to the steel steps. 619
what I can do.
Do you know what else they could
Ta-da!
just like go
Toasted
to?
roasted cheddar from Jimmy John's. Warm
And if
French bread.
they decide to go to another organization, it's Ring of Honor.
Wait, aren't AEW and Ring of Honor one and the same? Oh,
They-
wait, no, they are, but they're run like two separate companies. I get it. Kind of what Vince tried to do with WWE and ECW. That's how Tony runs AEW and Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Like two separate companies. God damn it. What the fuck?
Whatever makes them different could be the key to everything. Whatever makes them different could be the key to everything.
Revival. Series premiere Thursday at 10 on Sci-Fi.
Naomi, Roxanne Perez, and Julia are getting the best of Alexa Bliss right now. This is a 6-woman tag team match the night before Money in the Bank, when all 6 of these women will be down the road in LA competing for the briefcase. And for Bliss, it'll be her 4th Money in the Bank ladder match of her career, having previously been a winner.
I'll tell you right now, her hopes of winning tomorrow night are fading by the second. Thanks to this volley of abuse, Alexa Bliss is being forced to absorb, but there we go. Drop Tomo into the bottle. Naomi eats it, and can Bliss get a tag? How smart was that by Naomi?
Naomi eliminating one of the options. She is desperate to reach that outstretched arm of Rhea Ripley, and perhaps with the DDT, there's an opportunity to do just that.
This place is about to come on.
Here she is! Rhea Ripley! Roxanne and Julia are finding out. Fallaway slam! She tossed her halfway across the ring.
The most dominant woman in WWE history, living up to her reputation. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Brilliant look at Rhea Ripley. Give Roxanne that look and say, not now, not here.
Technique simply doesn't work against someone as powerful as Mammoth.
Roxanne Perez kind of reminds me of a younger version of AJ Lee. Remember her?
Yeah.
Looking to close it out.
Or she and Punk still married?
Yeah.
You want to be the one who scores the pin for your team, build that momentum, put the fear into tomorrow night's opponents.
Alexa Bliss! Sister Abigail DDT on Julia.
Keep your eyes peeled. There are too many fresh women waiting to take you down.
She was looking for red time, but instead countered by Roxanne Perez.
Perez is so resourceful, just like that. It seemed like it was going to be game over for Roxanne. Pulled something out of the back, and it's great.
As Rhea tries to gather herself.
And why are they still censoring the... Holy shit, it's PG-14. Y'all still doing the PG era? Fuck that.
They have to. Because it's USA Network. If they were on Netflix, they wouldn't do that. Or if they were on Amazon Prime or something like that, they wouldn't do that. But because they're still on
Roxanne Perez is
commercial,
in trouble, and Naomi said that's your problem.
because they're on commercial network TV, they have to do that.
Left to the walls.
Red tide. Naomi left her alone, and that's the result. Here are your winners. Stephanie McGair, Alexa Bliss, and Rhea Ripley.
No. We are bloody Ripley.
Small move by Naomi, if you ask me. could attack it. Naomi opted to not put herself in danger. Let one of your opponents tomorrow night take all the abuse, get her softened on. Naomi gets the victory. There is no honor among Money in the Bank participants. Not tonight, and certainly not tomorrow night.
Streaming on Peacock tomorrow, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Come into a dome just down the road in LA. And what a show they put on here tonight on SmackDown. Tomorrow's going to be special as they look up and see the briefcase. That is what they are going after.
Teammates moments ago, these three now eyeing each other warily. The game has changed.
Still to come tonight. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, or as the Undisputed Champ called them last week, John Cena wannabes. The American.
I'm not mad at Money in the Bank. Grab that briefcase. As long as I got you and Jacob on my side. You really trust Jacob after what he did tonight, man? It's okay. Don't worry about him. As long as he follows my lead, everything will be okay. Will he follow you, though? JC, my man, he worried too much. Listen, I brought Jacob here, okay? He loves me. He does. And by the way, one thing about Jacob, he's not all the way that smart in the head. All right? All this man does is just think about himself. He is literally all gas and no brains. Okay? I got it under control. Let's go handle business tomorrow. All right?
Uh-oh. You fucked up, Solo.
I know, but I was looking for Jimmy to come up behind him. And
it's time.
And I thought the two of them were going to be standing there together.
Red House crowd here at a sold-out Dignity Health Arena in Bakersfield. Sign of the night wave.
Jimmy's going to get mad, knock out Solo. And the audience is going to start chanting, fuck you, Solo.
No praise, rather you than me. Yeet, Jey Uso likely to be.
What the fuck?
It's the White Six.
Grief is not linear.
I know, but
it is not healed by
I thought
time.
that was Bray Wyatt who came back from
It is a
the dead.
festering wound. It is continually being ripped open by an echo of a presence that is no more. You don't forget. You can only accept that which cannot be changed. I've watched the tag team division, the loyalty, the trust, the brotherhood. But is that bond unbreakable? From our loss, we have become a family. A ship unshaken by the storm. And yet again, they wanted to forget about us. But we were never even here. Ignoring the sacrifice. Dying to the flesh to become one. We return. Not for nostalgia. Not for closure. But to rip open the wound of apathy and take what we are owed. Your brotherhood will be tested. The time for repentance has passed. Accept your condemnation. Your brotherhood will be tested. Accept your condemnation. We will not be forgotten.
Okay. That was a waste of 10 minutes of TV time.
I gotta agree with the guys in the back.
Listen, as the two guys who built this tag team division, there is no reason for us to take the fall. So come clean, who provoked the Wyatt? Angelo?
Johnny? Look, guys, look, I know we're all afraid, okay? Fraxium, you're not fine. Motor City, we need those guns. And DIY, you cannot do this yourselves. Guys, let's forget about this WWE Tag Team Championship just 1 second.
Think about it.
We have a bigger problem on our hands, and that's the Wyatt 6.
Look, fam, we ain't get to where we at by being scared. If the Wyatts want to smoke, they can get it. Y'all must have forgot. We the real boogeymen around here.
Ooga booga. Yeah, nice try. We ain't forgetting about those tag team titles. And look, we know the Wyatts mean business, but look, they cost us our shot at the tag team titles a couple of weeks ago, and Nick, I see on priority one more time. Hey, all right.
Although, now that I think about it, you're right. And we are undefeated on SmackDown. So I think we should teach the Wyatts a lesson.
See,
That's a great idea. Go get it, boys.
That's a great idea. You second that. How cool. You know, we can't stand the three of you, and you're going to get what's coming to you. But for right now, we're going to put that on the back burner because we want to get our hands on the Wyatts, too.
Yeah, let's not forget who the veteran.
He sounds like the younger version of CM
We
Punk.
set the standard, so if anyone's going to bring the fight to the Wyatts, it's going to be us.
Hey, another great idea. Great idea. Go get it.
Nick, we think any of those 3 teams would be awesome.
Sure you did. Thank you all for your input.
You're welcome.
I think, look at Nick.
For the entire division deal with the Wyatts.
Finally, the SmackDown Tag Division agree on something. They are all in a fight for survival.
They are indeed. Hey, tomorrow's one of the best days on the calendar of WWE. Not just Money in the Bank, but Worlds Collide. It's going to be on YouTube, and it's going to start at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon local time, coming right from LA. NXT, AAA, Lucha Libre, all the best talent, cross promotion coming together. Spectacular event. Let's go through and show you what you're in store for. Worlds Collide, free on YouTube. And it's going to get started with an all luchador 6-man tag team. We got
Basic claim that they want to ruin wrestling. Not so
Jeffrey's
fast
in a
as
good
the
mood.
QB,
He's
Cody Rhodes, and
all over the
Jay
place.
Uso. Those 4 collide in tag action.
Yeah, imagine if he was in the Wyatt 6.
From Los Angeles.
They would all be saying A, B, C, D, E.
what a day tomorrow between Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos.
I wonder how that signature strut will look with a Money in the Bank briefcase coming off that arm. Penta.
I don't know how it would look, but it would certainly feel pretty damn good in your Penta to have set the world ablaze in 2025, and that could be his crowning moment.
Get a signature Penta driver on Chad Gable to make it to Money in the Bank.
I mean, the world has just gone luching crazy at the moment, and this guy might be the one leading the entire charge, and I don't say that lightly. Absolutely mind-blowing every time he's on our screens.
Teaming up with Andrade to face American Made. That's next.
Ever gotten your dad a Father's Day gift and wondered if he
That's
hospitality partner of WWE. You get unrivaled access and an unforgettable experience. Find your package at onlocation.com/WWE.
And his tag team partner from Gomez, Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 230 pounds, Andrade!
Tomorrow's going to be the third time in his career that Andrade will take part in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah, and Andrade is kind of a crossbreed type of superstar when it comes to the world of lucha. Possesses all of those mind-blowing, high-flying skills, but also has a massive amount of power that kind of marks it as the favorite tomorrow.
Oh, how great is it to have Triple A's El Hijo del Vikingo here. Tomorrow, the massive showdown with Chad Gable and a very interesting observer for this tag team match. Great reception for Vikingo.
Well, you call it great. I would argue that Vikingo is here up to no good. There's absolutely no reason why Vikingo should be showing his presence when American-made are here to do business.
And their opponents, accompanied by Chad Gable from the Ohio Valley, with a combined weight of 495 pounds, Brutus Creed and Julius Creed, American-made!
We recently saw Brutus and Julius trying to secure the World Tag Team Championships. That was on Monday Night Raw. New Day were crafty that. Oh! Wasting no time. Penta and Andrade.
I mean, the bell hasn't run. You call it wasting no time. I call it a cheap shot.
Right to
I
business.
think that this is part of the main event.
Backstage
Yeah,
a little
I think
earlier
so,
tonight.
It's getting
The
close
match
to
is
the
not started. The bell has not rung. Until Tess, are you going to defend this?
Crowd seems to love it here, Wade.
A bunch of sickos, that's why.
We are underway. There's the bell as Andrade looks to get the best of Brutus early on.
Presumably, it's Brutus that is legal, not surprisingly, and enraged Julius Creed looking for a little payback. And things now looking bleak right from the off for the Creed brothers.
Andrade. Oh, and the running double knees.
I mean, the Creeds haven't had a chance. They've been beaten from pillar to post. They got choked. And unsurprisingly, Chad Gable on the outside is absolutely unranked.
As he tags Penta. And Penta delivers right to the sternum. And now that one for Brutus. Fan favorites. Tomorrow's Money in the Bank ladder match. Penta and Andrade.
So we're running good right now. We saw what happened earlier between Roxanne Perez and Naomi, who were supposed to be tagging together. That fell apart real quick. You can see if Penta and Andrade are capable of holding it together now that the Creed brothers have managed to swing the momentum. Maybe I spoke too soon.
They tried to team up on Penta, but Penta looking to fight his way out of that compromised situation in that corner.
I'm really impressed with the durability of Penta. To go with all the other attributes that this luchador possesses.
Just hesitated for just a moment. So smart by Penta.
This has just been a disaster for the Creed brothers from the word go.
Andrade up top.
Nothing is going right for American.
Oh! Did you just see the stepping stone running, launching big knee from Julius?
And I'll tell you right now, that's nothing less than Andrade deserved.
That was sensational from Julius Creed.
I feel the need.
His brother was out on wars, and he just launched off of his back to turn this match around.
And how well has Master Chad Gable got this crew trained?
The Creeds finding a way. Gable's loving it.
That's my guy.
Airwick's cordless essential mist diffusers, perfectly portable fragrance, is for the type of person who's always inviting friends to.
Hey, I better hurry up with this show because I'm getting tired.
Okay, here's what you want to do. Save hundreds on Liberty.
Revving the engine big time here.
Switch to Dude Wipes, the wet, flushable wipe that clears instead of smears. Dude Wipes, best clean, hands down.
I use PayPal to buy this ticket. I'm paying it off over time. No fees,
Figures
no
and
interest.
You know what else has no interest? Me.
You can pay your own way.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
The captain needs you back in the cockpit.
Oh, yeah, sir.
And Doug.
Okay, here's what you want to do. Save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
Are you a caddy?
No, I'm a Doug, and that's a Limo.
Okay, I'm gonna putt now.
Okay, I'm gonna watch you putt.
Oh!
Nice birdie.
Yes, he is a very nice bird.
Oh no, Limo! The cards!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. There's something else on their island. Let's put an end to this. All right, fella, come on. Did you get her?
How to Train the Dragon. Rated PG. In theaters June 13. Get tickets now.
4, 3, 2. Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett with you on Friday Night SmackDown. Tomorrow it is Money in the Bank at the E23 Dome in LA. Penta's going to be a part of it, but right now he's on the other side of where he doesn't want to be. As the Greens have been getting the best of him, and he's looking for the tag of fellow Money in the Bank participant Penta.
It's been a 5-minute solid of beatdown heading the way of Andrade.
Oh, and here comes Penta. Cross body from the heavens that was. Penta revving the engine big time here.
Hitting that top gear with an astonishing series of moves like only he can.
Penta and Andrade greatly bothered by Chad Gable earlier backstage. And now looking to get the best of Gable's American made. And saving it was Brutus.
Well, Chad Gable has had countless problems with luchadors over the past few months. The Greens tonight are supposed to be punishing two of the best, but it's all going south.
You can see Penta looking over. As now he's got a deal with Gable. Gable's trying to rip his mask off. Gable's trying to rip his mask off.
And Kingo, who isn't supposed to be in the match, now attacking Gable once again.
But Kingo won't have any of that. Defending the Lucha honor. They're going to meet up tomorrow at Worlds Collide for Triple H's Mega Championship. Meanwhile, back in the ring, the roll-up and the kick-out.
Gable and Vikingo have cleared out of here. Security dealing with that now. The match continuing.
Oh, back elbow on Julius. On Brutus. As Julius struggles to his feet, he receives a back elbow as well. Mexican Destroyer. Penta with the Destroyer and the win. Here are your winners. Andrade and Penta. That was awesome by these two. Tomorrow there'll be 2 of the 6 in Money in the Bank.
Friendship gets put aside because the price is so old.
Again?
Remember how the game started with Seth Rollins and Ron Breaker and Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman and Seth declaring I will have
So they have time to kill.
over this entire industry with what happens tomorrow.
While LA Knight got a severe beatdown earlier tonight, he of course is in the Money in the Bank matchup with Seth Rollins tomorrow, as are these two. And things suddenly go from celebration to extreme concern for Andrade and Penta. The Wolves are circling, and there may be nowhere to hide.
Two of Seth Rollins' chief rivals for the Money in the Bank briefcase tomorrow are surrounded, and here they go. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins trying to get the best of Penta and Andrade Wade.
The mission is clear. It's a combination of intimidation plus softening of the field for Seth
CM Punk will come out in
Rollins.
3, 2, 1.
Has had a major masterstroke putting this game plan together.
This is more than softening up. Look at Braun Breaker go as he spears Andrade.
Well, one thing's for sure. Oh! Andrade!
Any day now.
From the 300-pound plus. And a stomp attempt. And one for Penta. This is how he wants to go about his business now.
It's about stacking the deck. It's about guaranteeing victory. That is how valuable the Money in the Bank briefcase is tomorrow. But Seth freaking Rollins is taking no rest. One more time, the jump. Yes!
No way!
So Gabby!
As officials are coming ringside to try to clean things up, that the damage has been done to Penta and Andrade.
Who are you? My name is Kulinoy. The game for the water. How is Howard?
Because when you order any pizza,
Here, naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
I started All Nation Restoration to help people.
Come on, man.
Chase for Business is literally what it says in the name. It is Chase for Business, where I can find everything I need in one place so we can help people get back to life.
Time to be alive. Time to be alive.
can a can of Lysol take care of my snotty sofa?
Can do. Mildewy tiles? Can do.
Please?
Yep, it's the Can Do Can. Nothing kills more germs on more surfaces than Lysol disinfectant spray. Lysol, what it takes to protect.
The Altadena fire took our home.
We are all rooting for you. We all had this feeling. We all had this feeling that something special was going to happen. That is the best feeling in the world.
e23, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Incredible circumstances that just took place here the night before Money in the Bank.
Yea, though we walk through the sold-out hellhole of Baker's bitches.
Baker bitches.
We fear not the future because, ladies and gentlemen, like it or not, we are the future. See, I don't understand why you would boo that. Seth freaking Rollins told you even before WrestleMania what this industry was becoming. Seth Rollins told you what would happen at WrestleMania, and it happened. Seth Rollins told you we would get Roman Reigns out of the way, and we did. Seth Rollins told you we would take CM Punk out of my misery, and we did. Don't you understand? Everything that Seth Rollins tells you becomes true. Don't you get that? Don't you understand that Seth Rollins is the vanguard of the future of this industry? That we are the vanguard of the destiny of WWE? You can sit there and boo all you want. Tomorrow night, Seth freaking Rollins becomes once again Mr. Money in the Bank. And then, when he does, at his leisure, at his discretion, when he damn well feels like it, it will be who, what, where, and when, because we all know the why. The why is to solidify the power that comes with the title. And Seth freaking Rollins will then propel this entire industry into a future that is a vision all of his own. And for me, the greatest honor of my professional and personal life, when I get to stand here in this ring and say, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending,
Dude, like, who gives a fuck about this guy? For just a split second, I was getting ready to say, welcome back, Roman. Welcome back, Roman. And we get stuck with this butt.
He might come out.
You just listen to this crowd here in Bakersfield. The support, the belief that they give and they have in the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Former undisputed champion looks at the four men who have shockingly coalesced as an alliance.
Stop banging on the steel
These
steps, Cody
fractures
Rhodes.
are
It's
such
really
a
getting
secure
old.
foundation of what we've known in the industry recently.
Okay, can we just get
Absolute
back going?
figurehead on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes apparently taking a deep view of the antics of this trio of invaders of Raw. Although this is a very
You know who you
dangerous
are.
position for
You know who
Cody
your
Rhodes to
family
put
is.
himself in.
Related to the American Free Dusty Rhodes. Related to Goldust, who's now Dusty
The
Rhodes.
fan-acknowledged quarterback of the industry, QB1, Cody Rhodes.
God damn it. Come on, man. We want Roman. We want Roman.
but he's still putting his family.
And I would say bring back Brock, but Brock's about to be Bubba's death.
The Yeet scene in Southern California. The Uso makes his way to the ring the night before the intense tag team matchup. As Seth Rollins just threw the microphone down. As a sold-out Dignity Health Arena is right at Yeet Way.
A sight, a feeling, an energy, an atmosphere that is simply unparalleled. Arenas around the world coming unglued for main event. Jey Uso, the World Heavyweight Champ, is here.
The final words before they meet up tomorrow.
Damn, did you lose your alien powers?
No! Next.
Are you ticklish now?
I'm weak.
Little gunfire. Yeah, you see that at the truck, and then the truck peels out. So now he's been arrested for attempted murder.
Yeah, it's not easy to get a warrant. You need to have probable cause. We think this is it, although the cops are saying this is an open investigation. It's a very serious one. Obviously, they sent plainclothes officers to apprehend him, meaning that it's difficult to when you worry that a suspect might flee or you're conducting an investigation that needs some sort of discretion. You do plainclothes officers. He's apparently in custody. It's very, very serious. If this is it, and this is what cops are looking into, it's at the very least sort of reckless to fire the gun. Whether he's aiming it at the person, I'm not sure the attempted murder charge sticks if he's just sort of shooting at the body of the truck. But nevertheless, very, very serious charges.
You're a lawyer. I think if I were representing Blueface, yeah, maybe the reckless endangerment or firing a gun, you can get in for that, which is a misdemeanor, I'm assuming.
No, it's felony, but it's a lesser felony.
It's not attempted murder. Couldn't the defense very well be that he was afraid for his life?
Absolutely.
I mean, especially
we don't know what that guy in that truck maybe was brandishing a gun.
Even if he wasn't, it's not unreasonable to think that Blueface could have thought that he was. Like, he's a rapper. We've just seen Takeoff has been murdered. XXX Tentacion was murdered a couple of years ago. This is something we've seen, with Nipsey Hussle.
Yes.
If a guy rolls up on him in a truck who's just had an altercation with his crew,
I bet he was pretty fired up.
Very genuinely be afraid for your life.
Yeah, and look, even if he wasn't in the truck wielding his own weapon, he's in a weapon. Remember that. He's in a truck, and Blueface, if that's Blueface in the video,
we know it is him.
Yeah, with him in the video, you're endangered by a man being in a truck, potentially run you over. There's a whole host of reasons where you might be in fear for your life. That's certainly the type of defense that if I were Blueface's attorney, I would level to sort of at least reduce the charges and maybe eliminate them. Because if you're in the mode of self-defense, all those charges might fall. Maybe he had illegal possession of the weapon, but even discharging it into the vehicle, that might fall as well if he's in fear for his life and thinks the guy might run him over. So we'll have to see how this case develops. It's still very, very early stages. I mean, he was just apprehended. There have to be arrangements. There have to be presentation of evidence in court. So we'll have to see where this goes. But nevertheless, it's becoming a bit of a pattern that he's in these sort of violent situations, and he's got to sort of rein it in. I mean, he's a very talented guy. Tatiana was a good star.
He lives that life,
Yeah.
And you see that when a truck comes up, it didn't just drive by and it kind of turned in toward him.
Yes.
Like we see some of those videos. I was a little nervous just seeing it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with this. We don't know all the details yet.
The sad point I want to make at the end is that Blueface is involved in a lot of these. He's on our website for the wrong reasons a lot. He's not on there for music, to put it that way, recently. And it just seems like an accumulation of events that he seems to be living in a dangerous way. And I worry about these things ending in some sort of tragedy, whether it's him killing someone or hurting someone or being killed or hurt himself. So I hope this develops. I hope this is sort of a wake-up call, if nothing else, for Blueface to get on the straight and narrow.
If you're shopping while working, eating, or even listening to this podcast,
Then you know and love the thrill of the hunt. But are you getting the thrill of the best deals? Rakuten shoppers do. They get the brands they love with the most savings and cash back. And you can get it too. Start getting cash back at your favorite stores like Macy's, Adidas, and Walmart, and even stack sales on top of cash back. It's easy to use, and you get your cash back through PayPal or check. The idea is simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. So download the free Rakuten app and never miss a deal. Or go to Rakuten.com to start getting the most bang for your buck. That's Rakuten. Rakuten.
Here we go with Candace Cameron.
Speaking of straight and narrow.
Yes. Walk us through what's going on with Candace Cameron, who she is, contextualize her a little bit.
Candace Cameron Bure, of course, you know from Full House. She's in all the Christmas movies. She runs Great American Family Now, which is the channel that does all these sort of family holiday films a lot.
She's also deeply Christian. Her family, her brother was on Growing Pains, very, very religious family.
And so she has said that with Great American Family, they're going to focus on doing traditional family holiday films. Mm-hmm. Basically, like, no gay films.
Yeah, just look, pivoting from Hallmark, right? She used to be on all the Hallmark movies, and apparently Hallmark was too dabbling in too many, unconventional families. I don't know what you want to call them. I think gay families are a little too liberal for her, so she wants to go to the more traditional families.
So she is now she got a lot of backlash for this, and she's sort of kind of walking it back, but not really. So much to me, it just seems like maybe some people say, love the sin or hate the sin, in regards to gay people. This just feels like what this is to me. She said, I am a devoted Christian, which means that I believe that every human being bears the image of God. Because of that, I am called to love all people. So basically saying, we employ a Great American Family, all kinds of beliefs and lifestyles and ethnicities in front of and behind the camera.
Yes.
But basically, she wants to make traditional, one man, one woman Christian marriage feel good holiday movies.
Yeah, and initially I received the story differently than I feel now. So I'll admit, my initial reaction was, okay, she wants to join a network that presents only, sort of straight male, female, nuclear families. I'm okay, as long as others aren't excluded from presenting their stories on whatever networks are available. Initially, I'm like, this is fine. It's her belief system, and she wants to present it to the world, so it didn't bother me. But when I had the discussion with Harvey, I started to feel differently, because if she had come out and said, I want to make an all-white network, BET is controlling the landscape too much, and I want to make an all-white network, it would undoubtedly feel icky. It would just feel icky. And Harvey was saying, well, this is the same thing. And it's hard to argue that it's not. It's a very, very similar construct to say, like, I want to do traditional family values. The implicit message is that you think those other values from gay families are wrong. And
as a very Christian person, that is what she believes.
Yes.
And in her mind, she can be like, I don't have any hatred or harbor any ill will towards gay people. And she probably doesn't. I don't think she specifically hates gay people.
Right. And she said, I just don't want to be a part of
But she believes it's wrong. Yeah, that's what the Bible has taught her. It is, and to Harvey's point, I get that, because I agree with him. I do too. Ridiculous to me. But it's her religious belief.
Yeah, and by the way, there's nothing, I want to take this conversation away from, there's nothing illegal about her starting a network that promotes traditional family values. She's entitled to her beliefs. This is really just a feeling of, is this right? That's kind of the conversation I want to center on, because there's no doubt that she's allowed to make this network and allowed to make whatever movie she wants. She doesn't have to star in any logo programming. I'm not making that argument.
There's certainly no Jewish things, but it's Christmas movies.
Yeah.
It's weird, because she's not saying, gay people are gross, I don't want them in my movies.
Right.
I don't think there's the bigotry, the hatred in that sense, but it is exclusionary, and she's like, I'm not going to tell those stories.
Right.
But is she obligated to?
She's certainly not obligated.
And because it is, again, we have religious freedom in this country. It is for a lot of fundamental Christians, like traditional Christians, that's their belief, is that it's an abomination.
Yes.
It is hurtful to
This human body.
Oh no.
More powerful suds. The lucky ducks.
Dawn's first suds that trap, lock, and remove 99% of grease.
So it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Clean and stacked.
Like ducks in a row.
Good one.
New Dawn Power Sets, the better grease getter.
First time SmackDown's been in Bakersfield since 2018, and it's a sold-out Dignity Health Arena that's been yeeting and yeeting and yeeting. Night before Money in the Bank, when Cody and Jey Uso were going to team up to take on John Cena and Logan Paul.
So, Bakersfield.
What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about? Talk about Money in the Bank. Talk about the Intuit Dome. Talk about main event Jey Uso. Talk about our opponents, John Cena. And his tag team partner, Logan Paul. Okay. What did he say to you last week, Jay? I was rather aggressive. I know what he said to me. He said I tried too hard. He called me desperate.
Cena sucks. Cena sucks.
He called me desperate, which I found rather bold coming from John Cena. I mean, we all saw you dance your way on Kai Cenat's live stream. How do you do, fellow kids? We saw you 1 second kicking a man in the nuts, the next second begging for forgiveness on X. Seeing you stand in the ring with Logan Paul in 2025 is like seeing Michael Hayes standing next to the Hardy Boys. Let's talk about desperate.
I remember Michael Hayes.
And desperate is
Freebirds,
WrestleMania
when he was
41,
with Jimmy
throwing
Garvin
away 20
and-
years of goodwill so that you can have your record-setting title. Jay, tomorrow is not about the World Championship. It's not about the WWE Championship. It's a showdown. What do you call that, Jay? I call that a yeet down. One time for the one time. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeah.
See, they're going up and cheering him, but yet the next second they're going to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the greatest of all time, the Never Seen 17, gracing Bakersfield with his presence one last time. He is the last real champion, John Cena! Oh, look at Paul. Oh, big right hand. Lands flush on Jey Uso. Crossroads will set up and then he gets attacked with the title. And now both Jey. Oh, and he's got him up for an attitude adjustment. Cena delivers on Uso. Hey.
Imagine if Jacob came and saved Jey Uso. I don't know.
Logan Paul came in on the back end of that ring introduction, and now he's climbing up top. Logan Paul a little overexcited. Road splash on Cody Rhodes.
From some major heights, major impact, and he's not done yet.
And Cena drags Uso into position.
Kicking the garbage out of the ring.
Well, where did Cody go?
What a despicable duo.
Take a good look. No one is coming to save you. I've been telling you this for a half of a year. Your dream of what the WWE is will be ruined. This is your future. I take this home. He takes that to the top. The last real champion and the moment maker, the one of one, the inevitable future face of the WWE. Bakersfield, humble yourselves for the humblest. The future world heavyweight champion, Logan Paul.
You suck, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, who came into the ring with brass knuckles to deliver that right hand.
You might not like it, but you cannot argue the effectiveness of what I've done yet.
As Cena throws Cody into the ring, and Logan goes out to grab Jey. And an attitude adjustment on Rhodes. And the damage is being done. They're less than 24 hours away from meeting up at Money in the Bank in a tag team match. Oh, and he does it again.
The biggest right hand in the game.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Our truth. Our truth is right here, staring you in the face. And there's not a damn thing you or anyone who fights for you can do about it. You hypocrites, chant for truth. You are all pathetic liars.
Oh my God. Are you hearing this?
This is why you're losers. Take a good look, because it's my last time here in Bakersfield. And remember these words: winners write the history books. Ladies and gentlemen, your future champion and the last real champion.
Logan Paul with Jay's World Heavyweight Championship. Cena and Paul tomorrow. That Money in the Bank meeting up with the two guys who are laid out right now, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, streaming on Peacock. Tomorrow is Money in the Bank.
And that will be concluded tonight's episode of SmackDown.
Yeah, that's gonna call it a night. One last time.
Did you know he has a bitch named Maurice?
Hold on.
How proud you must be. I am proud of my baby, but it is not enough. I miss my life. I miss my friend.
Well, that's gonna do it for tonight. One last time, Christy, Crystal, Megan, Amanda, Mackenzie, Yellow Kingdom. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you all tomorrow night for Money in the Bank, 7 Eastern on Peacock. For John Ratcher, I'm Michael Paul. Good night, and thanks for being with us.